Doesn't look like anyone's been here. What's that smell?
This officer is, unknowingly, reacting to the decomposition odor coming from Craig Thatford's hidden body. Police have been searching for him for months with no success, and even now, with the foul odor in the air, they still have no idea he's buried only feet away.
Is that dirt or is that blood?
This is the only way I've been able to have any communication with you, and I don't even know if it's him.
I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
There's some weird going on.
Whoever killed Craig covered their tracks meticulously, using chemicals to mask the odor, disabling security cameras, and hiding in plain sight. And while detectives spend months trying to figure out where Craig went, the suspected killer quietly continues spending Craig's money, allegedly buying houses, cars, and crafting a plan to ensure they're never found.
The safe drill.
Holy smokes.
Well, I want to say something else, but I don't want to implicate her.
You need to say it.
You might start looking in the Caribbean.
Police department!
The plan could be going just how you drew it up until that pesky decomposition odor starts to show up.
Oh, yeah, it's always good. And it's the unmistakable smell of
Tough to mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also tough to mistake. It's not like, oh, maybe it's just something else.
I don't know.
It's trash.
Sweetheart,
No.
are you very familiar with the smell of decomposing bodies? Something I should know?
Very familiar? No.
But through like medical nurse
Yeah,
training and
yeah.
stuff? Yeah. I was going to say medical school. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to gas you up like that.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 4 of Crime Time. We're so happy to have you, and from a lot of the comments we've seen, you guys have been enjoying this series where we watch some longer form true crime stuff and talk through it, break it down together with you guys at home. Dr. Insanity always crushes. This one came up on my feed and it looked like an absolute banger, so we're going to jump right back into it. Probably not the best outcome for Craig, but we're going to see what led up to all that.
Well, we already know.
Yeah, but the decomposition smells a little bit of a dead giveaway.
It's a late May evening in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Tucked among wooded acreage and mountain terrain sits a 2,000 square foot property owned by 60-year-old Craig Thatford. He lives inside this large 3-story house with his wife, Dena. The Thatfords enjoy a comfortable lifestyle thanks to Craig's roofing business. They own multiple residential properties and frequently take luxury vacations. But a few months ago, something dark took place inside the Thatford household, and it went unnoticed for weeks, until May 2025, when the Otero County Sheriff's Office receives a disturbing call.
Communications on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Similar to a previous one we did where it's kind of the blue-collar wealth. Yeah, the roofing business guy. Honestly, he looks exactly like the last guy, too. The all rich blue-collar guys in their 50s and 60s look exactly the same. The white goatee, the camouflage hat, like the American flag Jesus peace cross on the wall, probably.
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like you could find a couple up in New Hampshire.
Oh, my. Literally, that is everyone I know in New Hampshire. Yeah. Goatees. Goatees is such a middle-aged blue-collar guy thing. Don't you think? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm talking a lot here. All that's to say is you never know what's going on behind closed doors. You hate to get through a successful life in your 60s, and then at that age, when you're just trying to retire and have fun, you got to start dealing with getting killed by your wife or something. It's like, oh, jeez. You should be able to just relax by that. Like, maybe they should have just taken up golf together instead. Like,
have a wellness check done on an individual.
That would be me. What's going on?
His name is Craig Thatford. Everybody here in Texas has been trying to get a hold of Craig for nearly 2 months. We can't get a hold of his wife. We're really concerned about him.
2 months.
This is not like him. He always answers his phone or calls back. Even his family here hasn't been able to get a hold of him. Nobody can get a hold of him.
On the line is Larry Scott, requesting a welfare check on his friend.
I feel like 2 months is a long time.
That's a very long time.
Wait before a wellness check for a guy who answers his phone all the time.
I mean, it's tough, though, because it probably, this isn't his family. These are his friends. So they're probably putting the pieces together like, wait, you also haven't heard from him. You also haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
Like, no sign of life. So, I mean, cheers to the person who did call.
2 weeks, a month, maybe you start to,
Something about
Maybe
this
they're
Think
call
about
is
like how
different,
you communicate with
as
your
Larry
communicate with your
explains
friends.
nobody has seen Craig or his wife for months. A detail that's highly unusual since most missing person reports come within days.
That's what I'm saying.
Following this, officers are dispatched to the address to conduct a welfare check on the Thatford couple. Once they pull up to the long driveway and step out into the mountain air, they can sense something is off about this place.
Sheriff's office.
Imagine just like killing your husband and then just going on living your life, like pretending like.
Going to great lengths to cover it up.
I know. No, I guess she didn't. I guess she hasn't been answering the phone either.
See
So I
anything
guess
through the windows?
Yeah, I got a pretty good look through the windows. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there.
As officers walk around the residence, they notice the sheer size of the property with multiple carports and outbuildings. Lights are
Jealous.
on throughout the home itself, but strangely, no one answers the door. Look,
You did this on the last one too.
Yeah, I said I was gonna contain myself, but I get very jealous around large acreage, blue collar built properties with tons of space and cool toys. That's all I've ever wanted.
But look what's going on there.
Yeah, I want all of
I'd
that.
rather live
but
in a
with
little
the
tiny
healthy
apartment.
relationship that we have. Yes.
And be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't take all of that at the expense of my wife murdering me and stuffing my body
Or even
in
just
the
having
ground.
a existence,
or
like
just
a shitty relationship.
relationship. Yeah, correct. Yes.
one officer notices several boxes stacked, suggesting that the couple might be in the process of moving or had already left.
I think you can have
As
both.
another
though.
officer circles
I think you can have a healthy relationship
You sure
and
can.
the large blue collar property. Like there we go.
I mean, we're doing
towards
all
the
right over here.
carport. He hesitates. There's something odd about the air around him.
I got a pretty decent security camera on the back.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here. What's that smell?
Coming from the carport,
Such a subtle detail.
a faint, strange odor drifts through the space. But up in the mountains, with wildlife and wooded terrain, unusual smells aren't uncommon, so the officer brushes it off and moves on. With the home appearing vacant and no immediate signs of foul play, cops call it off and leave with the impression that the Thatford couple likely moved out and simply forgot to inform their friend Larry.
Yeah, just left and
Unknowingly,
didn't tell
officers
anyone.
are walking away from the first signs that something far more sinister is at play.
Doom. That is a
The
long
next
time,
day,
dude.
Things begin to shift into something
Where's the
more
wife?
serious.
That's a lot longer.
As police receive a second call about Craig. However, this one carries more concerning details than the last.
Telecommunications on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Okay, this is gonna seem really, really strange. About 4 months ago, my grandpa had went off the face of the world, and he's a volunteer firefighter up there. He loved to do it. He talked to me about it all the time. And so I'd like to place a wellness check. But the only person that said she's talked to him in 4 months is his wife, and apparently now they're getting a divorce. He's doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't believe it. It's not my grandpa. It's just really strange.
What's his name?
Craig Thatford.
And what's your name?
My name is Cody Gibson, and I'm his grandson. His wife is supposedly in Texas getting a divorce.
With yet
It just feels like there should have been a lot more investigation happening earlier from the close people in his life. Like, you own a roofing company, like, you're successful, like, you have a circle of people that should be more curious about what's going on in your life when you're just all of a sudden not showing up than it taking 161 days before the grandson calls to do a wellness check. Certainly, there's maybe a lot of other stuff that was happening we won't ever know about because it's not on a recorded line.
I'm surprised that when they receive a call of concern looking for a wellness check, they don't then have to make contact with that person to kind of call it off. Like,
I'm not sure.
You just
Yeah.
look and be like, there's boxes they moved.
Well, yeah, the officers went and were like, oh, no one's here. I mean, what can you really, I don't know.
No
tough.
follow-up?
With who, though? Like, who are they going to follow up with? There's nobody. I guess you would maybe interview some friends.
Something.
Yeah. And they got to find the wife. Like, obviously, that's the first order of business. Like, where's
They don't know he's dead. Like, they at least need to try to contact this person. I would think there has to be some contact.
Their welfare check request from Craig's grandson Cody, a clearer timeline begins to form. It now sounds like Craig hasn't been missing for 2 months as previously believed by his friend. Instead, he hasn't been seen for over 4 months, which is even more alarming.
Yeah.
Additionally, the reason no formal missing person report was filed starts to make sense as Cody goes on to explain that his grandfather's wife, Dena Thatford, has been telling everyone that Craig is in Mexico with another woman after filing for divorce. A story that doesn't sit right with Craig's grandson.
All right, so the wife has been placating the family, basically.
Yep. All right, so that's why.
Call, Otero
That only
County
lasts so
Sheriff's
long,
deputies are dispatched back to Craig's house.
Yeah.
This time, instead of simply knocking and leaving, they widen the scope. If Craig and his wife aren't inside the house, maybe someone nearby has seen or heard something. So deputies begin canvassing the surrounding properties. A decision that will quietly kickstart an investigation into what may become one of the most elaborate and twisted homicide cover-ups they've ever handled.
Deputy Pintor with the sheriff's office. By chance, have you seen your neighbors over?
No, sir, I hadn't. I've been really worried about him.
Okay.
Since January. And we were real good friends and everything.
Okay.
And we were both on the James Canyon Fire Department.
Mm-hmm.
And then come January, there was just no contact.
No contact at all come January?
I got him. I was on the James Canyon Fire Department there for about 5.5 years. Mm-hmm. And when he moved up here, I talked him into it.
Okay.
And I mean, we were real good friends and everything.
Yeah.
And then Josh over here, we got him on the fire department. Josh and Heidi here would know more information about them because I know.
Do you know what the address is over there?
It's that A-frame right there.
This one right here?
Yeah, this one right here.
Bunch of good old boys up there.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? I'm Deputy Pintor with the Otero County Sheriff's Office. We were looking for Craig Thatford.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Craig.
Okay.
We're buying the house from him. He was in Breckenridge taking care of his mom.
Okay.
And his wife Dena is my friend. She's in and out from the house down there.
Okay.
But she hasn't really talked to him either, which is weird.
Have you talked to Dena lately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have you asked her anything about like Craig, how he's doing or anything
She
like
doesn't,
that?
From what she's telling me, she's not talking to him either.
She's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are they like not together right now?
I think they're splitting up.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
And when was the last time you saw Dena here in the area?
It's probably been about 3 weeks now.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
As far as Heidi knows, Craig and Dena are in the middle of separating, with Craig supposedly staying at his mother's house in Texas. That explanation doesn't match what Dena told Craig's grandson Cody, who was under the impression that his grandfather went to Mexico after filing for divorce. To investigate further, the deputy asks Heidi for Dena's phone number and tries calling her. But worryingly, it goes straight to voicemail. With no immediate leads, officers return to the station. Before Deputy Pinter can relay his findings to detectives, his phone starts ringing. Interestingly, the caller is one of the Thatfords.
Hey.
Hello?
Hi, I missed a phone call.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? This is Deputy Pintor calling from the Otero County Sheriff's Office. I was calling in reference to your husband, Craig.
This has to be like, I mean, you can imagine she's gone 4 months now after killing this dude, weaving this huge web of lies to placate family, and now a call from the sheriff's department. And you know the fight or flight's starting to kick in. Like,
but she also
like she thinks she's getting away with it. Like it's been
I think
4
she
months.
thinks, yeah. She thinks she's
Good.
pulling a fast one. No, nobody will find him.
He's in Texas with his mom. He's with another girl. Blah blah blah. Bro, what? No, she's. Oh yeah. What is this concerning? She's gonna play dumbly.
It seems that he hasn't been in contact with a lot of his family and some of his friends.
Right, yeah. We have been separated, and I recently filed for divorce. He's involved with someone else, and currently he's in Mexico.
And when was the last time you saw him or spoke to him?
Before he left.
Would you have an estimate, like, was it like 1 week, 2 weeks?
First of the month?
First of the month. And you saw him in person, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
he was packing, yes.
Where was this at? Was this at your residence on Heatherway?
Yes, he has moved out.
And where are you currently staying at?
I'm at my mom's in Texas, Seymour, Texas.
Yeah. Well, I guess let me ask you, are you going to permanently be staying at Seymour, Texas? No? Okay.
Until I see what happens in the divorce, I'm going to ask for the property.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he's missing.
On the line is Dena Thatford.
Like, don't go looking.
I didn't ask you that, ma'am. I didn't ask you that. I was just wondering where your husband is.
Saying that her husband is actually in Mexico with another woman. The same story she told Craig's grandson, but different from what her neighbor reported. Naturally,
Yeah, get your story straight, lady.
drastically complicates the investigation, as locating a missing person in another country is exponentially more difficult. But during the phone call, Dena also goes on to explain that she suspected Craig of cheating on her for nearly a year before confirming the affair a couple of months earlier.
I wonder if that
Now she's staying
was
with her
actually
mother
true
in
or
Texas,
not.
but plans to return to New Mexico and
Probably
fight
her.
Craig in court to keep the property
Probably
for
her having
herself.
the affair.
The
Oh, you think so?
I don't know.
She has the affair and then kills him anyway. No, I'll see.
deputy confirms Dena and fight Craig in court to keep the property for herself. The deputy confirms Dena's current phone number before ending the call. Aside from the inconsistent story about Craig's whereabouts, police have no reason to believe Dena is hiding anything. But that is about to change.
I tried to warn Craig. She did state if I could kill Craig and get away with it, I'd do it.
My mom's
Oh.
crazy. Like, she's tried to kill me before.
Oh.
In the days
family
that
history
follow,
of-
Craig Thatford is officially entered into the FBI database as a missing person, and the case is assigned to Detective Bobby Curtis with the district's Major Crimes Unit. As Curtis begins digging into the couple's background, one detail immediately stands out. Craig is Dena's fourth husband. She had already been married 3 times before, and those relationships seemingly ended under troubling circumstances. So
don't
Curtis
say.
decides to call the people who might know Dena best.
Absolute man-eater. I mean, that just sometimes everything can be explained by that crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's just sometimes all it is.
Decides to call the people who might know Dena best, her ex-husbands. And what she's about to hear may not just explain where Craig is, but also what really happened to him.
I got a voicemail from you about an hour ago, I guess.
I was calling to see if you had a minute to talk to me about Dena.
I was married to her 30 years ago. I called her demon-possessed one time and about drove her crazy.
I was told there was possibly a time when she had tried to run you over with her car.
I would probably say that's more her drug-addicted or alcohol-addicted state that she gets that way. And that's the best time to leave her alone is when she's that way. I think that's how we both survived for 10 years.
Well, they were married 10 years?
Wow.
Hello?
Hi, is this Scotty?
Yes.
Hi, it's Detective Curtis. First, let's go ahead and start with why did you guys end up getting a divorce?
Because she's crazy. She is what they classify as a binge drinking alcohol.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Whiskey turns her evil. Yeah, she assaulted me multiple times, broke 2 pair of glasses, balled up her fists and hit me. Twice she tried to kill me.
Jesus.
I was always afraid something like this was going to happen because I knew she was capable. And then, when I saw that Craig was missing, I immediately called. I tried to warn Craig multiple times, and she did state in front of me and my wife, if I could kill Craig and get away with it, I'd do it.
She's like she still had contact
final
with him.
remark from Scott is disturbing and certainly doesn't bode well for the situation. Following these statements from Dena's ex-husbands, Detective Curtis decides to dig further into Scott's claims. Turns out, Dena worked as a correctional officer for nearly 8 years in the early 2000s. Then, in 2008, according to Scott, Dena was arrested for allegedly trying to stab him while intoxicated, an incident that reportedly landed her in jail overnight. After that, the couple briefly reconciled, but in 2010, Scott also alleged that Dena found his pistol and chased him while pulling the trigger, though the gun was not loaded and he survived. As Curtis continues reviewing the reports, she noticed was Dena found his pistol and chased him while pulling the trigger, though the gun was not loaded
She was ready
and he
to
survived.
kill him.
She tried to shoot him,
After
assuming there
trying
was
to
bullets in
after
it.
stabbing him.
Yeah, wow, that's okay.
As Curtis continues reviewing the reports, she notices that at various points over the years, Dena's daughter Leslie had lived with her and Craig. So one of Curtis's co-investigators reaches out to Leslie to gain insights into what was happening inside that house. When he finally gets her on the phone, she shares some startling information about her mother.
How are you this morning?
Good as it can be. How are you?
I'm good. So, whenever you were living at the house, Leslie, was there domestic violence going on in the house? Did your mom and dad fight?
Yeah, all the time. My mom is crazy. My mom is so crazy. Like, she's tried to kill me before. She stabbed one of her other husbands. She tried to run my real dad over with a car. She had my sister hogtied and thrown in a car and, like, shipped off one time.
What the?
So, was your mom to you?
Yep, to everyone, pretty much. I always thought she was, like, possessed, like, demonic. Like, it was so evil that, like, I just couldn't even believe, like, it was real.
Okay. At the time that that you were there at the house, did your mom and dad drink or use drugs? Either one of them?
Yeah, she's an alcoholic. She's always been. She also does other drugs, and I think she might have poisoned him or been trying to poison him or something, or messing with his medication or something.
Needless to say, things are starting to sound grim. There are now 2 separate people alleging that Craig may be dead and that Dena could somehow be involved. With this troubling development in mind, Detective Curtis moves on to review the couple's recent financial activity, and this is where things become very peculiar. In the last 4 months, Dena appears to have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, including a new house and a new car, while also potentially helping fund her son's new business. With all these findings combined and Dena's shifting story, investigators begin to suspect they may be dealing with something far more serious than a missing person case, and the possibility of a concealed homicide now sits squarely on the table. But in the middle...
I mean, getting the startup money to start your business from your mom killing your dad and stealing his money, that's a pretty legit way to get a business going.
You think the son is in on it and knows?
No.
Oh, he could be.
Oh, no. And we don't know if
I think it's her son.
It could be her son from a previous marriage as well. They didn't
They're
talk
married
about
4 times, so
That's true. It could be her son from a previous marriage, most likely. I would
say yes.
I would assume.
The
I'm not
daughter
gonna
was
assume, but
from
maybe
the first.
They might not have any kids together, these two.
Correct.
It's funny because, like, alcohol's a weird thing. I've talked about it a million times. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but, like, you either can drink it and enjoy it responsibly, or you have to run as far in the other direction as possible and never even stare at it. But, like, truly, like, it can't always be blamed. Like, if this is living inside of you and it typically only comes out from alcohol, like, that still lives in you. Like, no amount of alcohol could make me behave like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there
I know
is
what you're saying.
you can't just blame the alcohol. Like, why does that live inside of you? I don't know.
That you're capable
Were
of
you
that.
born with that? Is it nature versus nurture? Was there trauma as a child? Like, how are you even capable of that? And then alcohol is kind of the lever that lets it come out. I'll never understand, but...
While of trying to piece together what really happened to Craig, detectives receive a tip that his wife Dena has returned home and is acting as if nothing ever happened.
Of course.
Very curious how she did it.
Somebody's home?
Oh, she's back at the house now.
She might have poisoned him.
Following this, Deputy Roger Schoolcraft is sent to check if Dena returned
Big
home
Rog.
and can provide any answers. In a few seconds, he will come face to face with the one person investigators now believe may be their prime suspect.
Come on in.
But before we get to that, if you're like me, you probably want to save money and have...
Yes, I do.
I would love to.
The welcome bear.
Hi, good morning. Dena?
Yes.
Hi. Good morning, good morning.
She's in her pants.
Hey, I'm doing some I'm Roger, I'm sorry. Roger Schoolcraft.
Nice.
Dena?
Yes, I think we met at a football game.
Probably did. I'm trying to do some follow-up on Craig. And I thought maybe I could meet with you, and maybe you could try to kind of help me, give me some information. And can we sit somewhere? Or? All right.
Been practicing the
Kinda
story in the
chilly.
mirror or what?
No.
Okay, well, obviously we got some calls because people haven't been hearing from her or anything, so you being the wife, you might be able to help me.
Well, it's his mom. I talked to his mom.
Oh, really? So you guys aren't...
No, we have been having some issues.
Okay.
I guess you would say we're separated.
How long's that been going on?
Nothing's legal yet. We just haven't been spending any time together since at least February.
Early February, late February?
Late February, or mid-February.
Since mid-February. Things weren't working out, so you left, he left, how did that?
He left. He told me, well, he first went to Texas because said he needed to go help his mom.
So he left here to go help his mom?
That was what he said, yes. I've never really had any reason not believe what he said.
And that was like the second week of February?
You'll have to bear with me because I don't keep track of time.
Even though Dena doesn't keep track of time, she does
just
seem to
drunk
keep track
every
of
day.
other
I
things.
have no idea what day
All
it
the
is.
details surrounding Craig's disappearance. Within just a few minutes of their conversation, Deputy Roger notices that Dena slightly adjusts her explanation about Craig's whereabouts, now claiming that he simply told her what he was doing, and she had no reason not to believe him. But as the pair continue rehashing the details, Dena begins to visibly sense that Deputy Roger isn't convinced. She appears to have no idea of the amount of suspicion that's been mounting against her. In reality, Dena is well prepared for this moment because she's about to present what she believes is concrete proof to validate her story and put an end to the growing suspicion around her.
What she got?
I've never had a reason to doubt it, but now I do. I mean, I think that he has hooked up with some youngsters that are doing these classes, and I think he's reliving his youth, and he's ready for me to get out of the picture.
But where would he be doing that at?
Mexico, I guess. Mexico. But when I would come home, I mean, he's been here. It got to the point where he would just leave me a note, like that one over there.
Well, she made a note.
There's been several. This is our communication right here for the last 2 months.
Okay.
And there's been several, but this is the...
Did she definitely...
Of course she did.
She definitely forged his handwriting?
His or the son or someone's helping her out or whatever.
I think she's acted alone.
You think it's all her?
I
Okay.
think so. I think that she's crazy, and it takes a lot to get his son involved in killing his own father. That seems very...
Not his dad, but okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah,
still.
maybe if they're like trying to get the money or something. I'm not sure. That could be crazy. I don't think so. But forging notes on the whiteboard. This is what he's in El Paso with his
Now this one is
with his
from-
youngsters.
Not
El Salto. 2 weeks ago. She
Okay,
said.
and you please, this is your handwriting and that's his?
Yes, because his family's been calling me, where is he? You know, and I'm like, I know as much as you do.
Where's El Salto?
Mexico.
And he has friends in El Salto, or he went?
Goes, El Salto is a trophy bass fisher.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm a big bass fisherman too.
I think this would make like the 3rd time he's been there.
Even if Deputy Roger tried, he couldn't.
There's just no way. Like, this is cool. Like, you can craft these cool stories, but literally the way that every single element of your life is tracked now, it's impossible to fabricate a story like this and not have it immediately disqualified because there's no transaction history of any bank detail, like no
Flight.
transaction, no flight. Okay, well, he's in Texas, he could drive there obviously, but no cell phone usage, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Hotel.
just, you don't go from a lifetime of data of every single thing that you do in your life, which is how the reality of life now, to zero just because you're going to Texas to go bass fishing. That's not how it works. But she's an old boomer that is a fucking moron. So what does she know? She's just thinking about like the 90s murder mystery movies where you create these kind of sexy narratives of where they went. But it's just not how it works anymore. There's just no way to, you can't fabricate a story for someone's life that doesn't exist because it'll be obvious that you're lying because there needs to be data to support it.
Fully
She thinks she's
convinced
got
that
it figured
Craig
out.
She does.
actually wrote this message, but he takes the bait anyway, or at least allows.
A little message on the whiteboard will get him.
Yeah, that's enough.
He leaves me messages on this whiteboard.
See, he's alive. Look.
Fucking idiot, dude.
to believe her plan is unfolding exactly as she intended. Conveniently, Dena quickly moves on to the next step in her plan. There's something downstairs that might help clear things up, and she's willing to share it.
It's a
off the
fishing
record.
pole.
Can I say something off the record?
Sure.
Craig keeps all our money in cash. I can't get in the safe, so I can't tell you if he took it or if it's there.
All the money?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you get into the safe?
I don't have the combinations.
Was that an issue between the two of you? They wouldn't let you have access to the safe?
It wasn't an issue with us, but it was an issue with his first wife.
Well, she was stealing money from him or what? Okay, I understand now. And how much?
1.5 million.
Could you show me where that safe
In cash?
is?
Oof.
Okay.
Damn.
That's a substantial amount of money by anyone's standards, and Deputy Roger is beginning to suspect he may already know why Craig suddenly vanished. Even though Dena claims she can't access the safe, Roger will soon discover that this, too, might not be true. But since Dena brought up the money unprompted, Roger recognizes an opportunity to dig deeper and decides to take it.
I'm sorry.
You got me?
I've got a bad knee. I'm apologizing.
Well, we could do...
No, that's good.
I love that. I think that in her head, she's secretly thinking that she's kind of using this as further evidence that he's shady, while hoping that they open the safe so she can just start stealing money from it.
Right, like, oh, wow.
That's what I think. Can you mind just drilling the safe open and then give me a few minutes?
That might be pushing it.
No, just getting
They're not drilling that thing open until
I feel you.
they have a warrant.
Yeah, we'll see.
Holy smokes. Big house.
Yeah, it is.
Too big for two people.
It's way too big.
This is the bottom floor here? Or?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cool.
Well, jacuzzi?
Yeah, good Lord.
That's huge.
That cost a penny.
Yeah, that was my present, and now I don't know if I get to keep it.
Yeah.
This one and this one.
Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
So you don't have the combination for either safe?
No. No, I just...
Big barn.
You didn't keep it written down anywhere, or you don't know? Okay.
As Roger checks the safe, he has no idea that he is standing in the very spot where Craig's body remained for days, before it was eventually moved and hidden. None of that is apparent in this moment, so the two head back upstairs after taking a quick look. By this point, Roger feels he's heard what he came for and then some. But before leaving, he decides to share a small surprise he's been holding back.
Have you been married before too? Or?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Okay. Oh, gosh, yes.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Well, because it seemed to be a regular occurrence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's. I'll make it a joke. Yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to figure out I'm the common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How many times were you married?
Interesting.
He is my fourth.
Your fourth? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know, just a little history of me. I'm actually a retired police officer. Came back to work about 2 years ago. I got bored sitting at home. But the vast majority of my career, I worked in investigation, CID, homicide unit in Albuquerque. So that's most of my career has been doing that.
Deputy Roger leaves little room for doubt, subtly making it clear that he is, in fact, investigating a possible homicide. Even though Dena tries to appear nonchalant, her face tells a different story. She looks visibly taken aback by the idea that a homicide detective is now sitting in her living room, and the timing of Roger's reveal couldn't have been more deliberate, coming right after Dena seemingly acknowledged that she's the common denominator in her previous failed marriages. With the surprise revealed, Roger wraps up the conversation and heads out, leaving Dena with a clear implication that she may now be a prime suspect in the possible homicide of her husband, a thought that will soon begin to consume her. At the same time, Roger walks away with something else he believes he identified during the hour-long interview, a possible financial motive behind Craig's disappearance, as well as an even stronger suspicion that he may have just been speaking with the alleged killer herself.
I am curious, when you're talking about like someone helping or whatever, it is not easy for a woman like that to move a body like Craig's. Like dead bodies
Correct.
are very,
Correct.
very, very heavy.
And she's not like
Right.
physically fit.
Now, granted, like assuming it wasn't a like if it was poison and he died, like you could theoretically drag it without leaving like a blood trail or something that would be very, very obvious. But I am curious how she, like in my head, I'm like, wow, you dumb idiot. Like, why would you bury the body in the like on the property?
It's hard.
It's like put it. Like if you knew how to drive the front end loader, you could just put it in the barrel and drive it out to the woods. Like honestly, that could have been the difference. If she drove the body like somewhere into the woods, I'm just speculating the conclusion of this, but because we clearly know that the body's like buried near the house or whatever now. But yeah, it's not. I think it's people underestimate how hard it can be to move a dead body if you're not.
Oh, for sure. Like
particularly very
even if
strong.
he were like, even if he weighed the same as her, like dead weight.
That's what I'm
is
saying,
just-
like-
which he probably weighs more.
Not only that, but like picking up 200 pounds on a barbell is hard enough, but a floppy 200 dead weight pounds feels like 400 pounds. It's, I don't know, something about it.
Before heading back to the station to relay his findings, Roger's relentless instincts get the best of him.
Oh.
With more than 2
Raj.
decades of experience and having handled a case with eerily
Love this
similar
guy.
circumstances that later
gonna be
turned
the
into a
hero.
homicide, he can't shake the feeling that something isn't right. So instead of leaving right away, he decides to stick around the neighborhood and speak with people who live nearby. A move that will not only fuel Roger's growing suspicions, but also reveal some new details police hadn't fully heard before.
What are you doing?
Hey, you. Roger School Have we met?
Yeah, I was at school. You want to go in here? We can come up
Will
here.
a dog bite me?
No.
Oh,
There,
okay.
there.
Just a good barker. What, do you know anything on the last time you saw him or talked to him?
No, it's been a while, and there's some weird going on.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't want to. I'm not trying to implicate
Right.
anybody. From what it sounds like in the past.
That's the second person that said it. Do you remember, like in the little bumper of the intro?
Like
A woman says that too. I don't want to implicate her.
I don't want to implicate anybody. Yeah.
So-
like they all kind of like are suspicious, but don't want
Right,
to
and-
be like it was her. But
like, we
someone's
don't have
gonna
evidence,
someone's gonna
but
say it. Like
here's what I know.
Yeah, someone's gonna come out and be like, this bitch killed him.
No, whenever those two get like when I say those two, Craig and Dena, they get together and you mix in a little bit of alcohol, things get a little bit flammable, or can be.
And Craig said, if anything ever happens to me out on one of these calls, Dena has a combination to the safe, and I keep an envelope full of money in it. And this is the only way I've been able to have any communication with him, and I don't even know if it's him.
Wonder who he supposedly went fishing to Mexico with. See, we had a call like this a long time ago. Long story short, turned into a murder. But she was staying in the house 3 weeks after she'd murdered him, and she drug him out in the back porch and covered him up with a tarp. Kind of rings the same deal. Same story. All he went on a fishing trip. Well, he kept not showing up for work, and people were calling.
You can't get past Dr. School Chief or whatever his name is. The guy's seen this all Schoolcraft.
He knows what's up.
He's seen this story before, even down to the fishing trip. Same old excuse by these old blue collar wives. Oh yeah, he's just a big fisherman. Doesn't show up to work. No track
lost
record of
at
him
sea.
moving. Yeah.
So he's
Thatford.
really nowhere to be seen.
No, ma'am, he's nowhere to be found.
Everything we've been told and heard is. 'cause I wasn't sure how you.
And I want to say something else, but I don't want to implicate her.
You need to say it.
When we first moved here, we were just having conversations, and she was like, and she didn't say she'd kill him, but she was like, if it happened, you know, I'd be okay with it, kind of to that effect.
Well, who says like that?
By now,
like how is that not just like a wah 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 alarm bells? Like I can't ever.
We
in a
keep
million
hanging out
years,
with this lady now.
Yeah, even if like I don't just like with my friends or something. Like, oh yeah, if Christina died, like if it happened, I don't know, I wouldn't really be that bad about it. Like what? How is that not the first thing you tell them when they show up to your house? He's been gone for 4 months, and she was telling you when they first moved here, and like she didn't even know you that well. She's telling you this.
Pattern is becoming impossible to ignore, and it seems like everyone familiar with the couple is thinking the same thing. They're just hesitant to say it out loud. Notably, Craig's firefighter friend Thomas also reveals that Craig told him Dena has the combination to the safe. directly contradicting Dena's claims earlier when she claimed she had no way of accessing the money inside the safe.
What's her motive there?
Roger records these statements and eventually heads back to the station to speak with the lead detective Curtis to determine their next steps. Even though investigators are now strongly considering the possibility of homicide, they still lack physical evidence of foul play, or Craig's body, at least for the time being.
It's coming. They're gonna find it.
You do an actual search of the
Well, like,
property?
they're gonna
After his
get
initial
the
visit,
warrant to, like, do the
Deputy Roger
thorough.
returns to the Thatford's house to follow up with Dena. They still haven't been able to reach Craig, and the situation is looking increasingly grim. But this time, something different awaits Roger. As he arrives and steps out of his car, he notices something unsettling on the ground.
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
Look at the f***ing left of the barn. She like dug the body up. Look at that.
Oh. I'm like, what are we looking
Is
at
she
here?
like trying to move the body now and just like, what is happening?
The front end loader. Did you call it?
Dude.
Is that what that thing is?
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Just doing a little yard work.
I was about to make some coffee.
I'll take some coffee. What are you putting in the ground?
I'm not putting it in the ground. I was trying to flatten it. I'm going to roll those rocks back in there.
Oh, I saw that metal thing. I thought maybe it was some kind of a holding thing.
It's an above ground gardening.
Oh, yeah.
Roger treats the discovery lightly.
As opposed to like the below ground gardening you're usually doing. She's just coming up with terms. It's the above ground gardening front end loader thing that I was building near the shed. Anyways, do you take your coffee black or do you like a little cream and sugar in there?
I was digging to put something above ground.
Like, what are you like? You better finish that quick before they come back. Like, what are you just leaving it all dug up
She's
like
too
that?
drunk.
You're right. I'll
Even
take some
joking
Baileys in
about
her
the
coffee,
massive
please.
hole Dena dug outside. But he'll soon find out that he's been, unknowingly, walking right over the truth this whole time.
Oh, he knows
What's
already.
he close to? Was he close to any of the females at all?
He's nice to everybody. I mean, everybody adores him.
Yeah.
You know, we were going to church and everybody just loves him. And the neighbors, he would do anything for anybody.
So none of these neighbors had a gripe with him or an issue with him. It's just so unusual for somebody just completely pop off the radar. Just poof, they're gone. Well, it's a mystery. I just keep thinking he's maybe got an enemy that we're not aware of, or somebody that.
I love that this guy.
I love it.
Yeah, he's just
He's so
leading
good.
on. He's good because he knows exactly where he's headed with
I
this.
feel like they had something to gain.
I think, if I had just left when he told me to, then none of this would have happened.
With this,
What do you mean by that?
Just continually giving her an opportunity to further implicate herself before.
Yes.
And eventually he'll flip a switch and be like, "You're the prime suspect. Here's what's going to happen."
Oh, for sure. But also,
Yeah.
she already started giving him too much at the first meeting when she was like, oh, by the way, there's a safe. Like, she thinks she's helping her case, but she's just giving them something to work with and a motive.
If I had just left when he
Should've
told
just
me
left when he
to,
told me
then
to.
none of this would have happened.
What does she mean by
None
that?
of what?
This statement coming directly from Dena, she has effectively pointed the finger at herself. Whether she realizes it or not remains to be seen. With the remainder of the conversation yielding no new leads, Roger wraps up his second visit and heads out, still empty-handed. But as he leaves the property, Roger has no idea that this might be the last time he ever sees Dena alive.
Wait, does this turn into a murder-suey as well?
In the following weeks, things begin to escalate dramatically as Dena appears to have vanished. Any phone calls from detectives went straight to voicemail, and police were unable to locate
Time
her.
to go.
Investigators also
She got
caught
cash.
wind of rumors alleging Dena was talking about fleeing to Jamaica or taking her own life. However, there's a huge development that's about to happen today. Because sometime in the afternoon, an old co-worker of Dena from her prison job calls lead detective Curtis with an explosive tip.
Explosive.
Hi, is this Andrew?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office. I had a message that you had called.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what can I help you with, sir?
I recently got in touch with an old friend of mine. She was married to that dude, and apparently she said she shot him. I have a conscience, and I couldn't just not say nothing.
Can you tell me her name?
This is his wife, Dena.
Did she tell you when?
No, ma'am. I don't know none of the particulars.
What everyone has been anticipating this entire time has finally come to fruition. Seemingly straight from Dena herself, according to her old friend Andrew. However, without a body or hard evidence, Detective Curtis can't obtain an arrest warrant or press any charges. But not long after this call, another development takes place. This time, police catch wind that Dena was at her mother's house in Texas and attempted to take her own life. Detective Curtis realizes how quickly and dangerously the situation is escalating. If Dena manages to flee, or worse yet, takes life, they may never find Craig's body, and the case is doomed to go cold. With that possibility looming over the case, Curtis decides to act fast. She obtains a search warrant for Craig's house and begins coordinating with the Major Crimes Unit to execute the search, find Dena, and, more importantly, uncover Craig's body. As coordination is underway, Curtis sends a group of detectives and heads out to Dena's mother's residence. She needs to figure out why Dena is trying to harm herself.
So watch this if they get stuck in here. Hi, Mary. I'm Detective Curtis with the Sheriff's Office in New Mexico. Is it okay if I come in? Sure.
Already crying.
I understand that these guys updated you on why we're all here.
Because she was.
Yes. Okay. We're hoping that maybe we could talk to you a little bit about everything that's going on, if that's all right.
Dena tried to take her.
Did Dena tell you why she wanted to take her?
No.
No? Did she have a method she was planning on using?
I don't know.
She didn't say that.
I knew she was real depressed. But I didn't expect any of this.
About how long has she been back here?
She started coming back off and on. I think it was maybe, I'm not sure.
Dena's mother is visibly shaken by the thought of her daughter harming herself, but she can't explain why Dena would take such drastic action. Detective Curtis wraps up the interview and gathers possible addresses for Dena's acquaintances, hotels, and hospitals where she might be. They need to find her before she can do something irreversible. Hours later, back in New Mexico, the Major Crimes Unit is briefed and the coordination is in full effect. Detective Curtis and Deputy Roger, along with a group of officers, make their way to the Thatford property, hoping to find at least one of the two alive.
One of the two alive,
You still
yeah. Looks like she's...
Sheriff's office!
Is there a code spot?
No. Let me check these other doors.
No.
This one's already been closed.
It's already been what? Huh.
After circling around the exterior of the top floor, deputies discover one of the front doors is suspiciously unlocked, suggesting Dena may be somewhere inside. Officers decide to conduct an initial sweep for potential threats. Given Dena's violent past, her prison officer background, and the murder allegations hanging over her, deputies can't be too careful. One of the deputies has a code for the garage door downstairs, and that's where they decide to make their entry.
Through the garage!
How do you get that stuff? Neighbor or something?
Well, I'm sorry, I missed it.
They had a code to the garage.
Has
The
a
cops.
code for the garage door downstairs, and that's
Maybe
where
a
they
neighbor or
decide to
family
make
member
their
gave it.
entry.
Yeah.
That door's locked.
Going full SWAT clear mode right now.
I mean, yeah, she's dangerous.
Clear. Is it locked? There's 2 doors to the left.
Big house
We're gonna open this.
to get through and sweep. What's it? You got stairs?
If you want, so there's another door on this other side. You want to check that door, and I'll go upstairs.
Interesting layout, too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you go up and back down. It's just weird. It's like there's two sides to the basement.
I got another door.
God.
I got another door.
Endless doors, dude.
Oh,
Good?
I got another door.
back around.
After clearing the basement,
Oh,
officers
I think she went
Craig's
around.
safe that's supposedly holding
All those
$1.5
doors.
million in.
You think she did?
She said back around. And it looked like the room with the hot tub.
Yeah, I think it just. Yeah.
It's such a weird
big.
basement.
Savings. A locksmith quickly gets to work on
There he
unlocking
goes.
the safe,
Oh.
while deputies head upstairs to continue sweeping the house, where they'll soon find their first clues of foul play.
On under the bed.
Blue, blue. Is blue clear?
Sure, I'll give you that. I don't know.
Call clear.
Blue means there's no monsters
I
under the
heard
bed.
you check the bedroom
She-
here in the
she
bathroom,
checked.
in the closet.
As police finish sweeping the house, they begin to notice multiple clues that suggest a violent event and subsequent cleanup. Multiple bottles of bleach scattered throughout the house, a surveillance system that appears to have been physically disabled, and various areas showing signs of cleaning. But with no sign of Dena or Craig's.
It just sounds like my wife's house.
No, come on. I don't have.
I take
There was,
that
like,
back.
chlorine and bleach just hanging around.
She would put the bleach back away, like
Yes.
a good wife. She wouldn't just leave bleach hanging around after a cleanup session. That defeats the purpose.
No,
It
but
needs to be
also,
ordered.
like, you don't need multiple bottles of bleach at any given time.
I know it's a little. There's a difference between house cleaning and cleaning up a bloody corpse.
I'm
Cleaning.
not going to lie. I'm, like, this much impressed that she disabled the security camera.
Yeah, well, I would be surprised if she did it beforehand, like unless it was that premeditated.
Oh, that's kind of like the impression that I got. No, that's what I'm
I could see her
thinking.
doing it after and then
Premeditated.
figuring out how to like go and get some files. If some of those things are stored on the cloud, though, like depending on what system you pay for.
I bet she disabled it first.
Okay, that's super premeditated then.
Very.
Body in the main house, deputies move outside to check the outbuildings, starting with Craig's man cave.
The man cave. Oh, I can't wait to see the man cave, Craig.
Man cave.
Time out. You think this lady knows how to access a cloud?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if she didn't do it beforehand, there probably would be some footage around that maybe she wouldn't be able to find. Yeah.
I don't know how to access a cloud.
I don't know shit about cloud.
Good job, gentlemen.
Nice job, buddy.
Police department!
What's this? The garage?
Man cave.
Oh.
Sheriff's office!
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, that's nice.
I already know what you're thinking.
You have an upstairs.
It's like a whole second house.
Yeah.
Small room, got a door.
Leon's like, wow, I could put a golf simulator in there. Look at the ceiling so high.
That's all I think about. I was going to say it. Literally, this crime time has just turned into me coveting dead people's houses.
That's what I mean. This is like at least the second or third one that you're kind of like, ooh, their house.
Or not last episode, the one previous to that with the other blue collar guy. I was like, wow.
You want to move to Texas?
Sure.
Clear.
Get a little more bang for a buck down there.
Confederate flag, don't tread on me. Yeah, classic.
There's cameras on the back side of this house.
Which is good.
That's exactly how I expected his man cave to look. Even had the American flag pool table cover.
There's that blood.
As deputies continue their search, they also find a table saw with possible blood traces, as well as suspected splatter in the workshop area. But still, no human body or remains.
No way she
anywhere.
cut him up, right?
No.
In the meantime,
Freaking
back
way.
in the basement
No
of the main
way.
house, the locksmith is seconds away from opening Craig's safe and confirming something Deputy Roger had suspected all along.
She took all the money and ran.
Probably.
Let me get a
You think there's money in there?
You guys want us over
Just-
here?
On camera.
I bet she took it and skedaddled. Yeah, she probably took all
Right,
of it.
like
yeah.
it's got to be
Yeah.
empty at this
I mean,
point.
she's already clearly knows she's busted, so she's on the run or whatever she's doing, so it's not.
We can get out of here for a minute if you'd like. No, you're good.
Bunch of ammo.
Weapon.
Oh, look at that revolver, dude.
Kimber is missing.
I don't want to destroy this.
It's a lot of ammo.
Okay, there's some money.
4,200.
Okay.
It's not $1.5 million, though.
She missed it. Yeah.
10,000, 4,200, 70,000.
84,200 right here.
The total amount Deputy Roger counts is far less than the $1.5 million Deanna had told him was inside just a few weeks ago. The missing money further supports investigators' speculations that Craig's been dead for a while and that his wife has been burning through his money. The area is vast, and if Craig had been buried somewhere beyond the
Okay, didn't they say she bought like a new car and a house and within the last couple months?
Yeah, she bought a house.
How you do that with cash, though? Like, that's the
Like
weird thing.
actual cash.
It's
I mean,
really hard to buy expensive things with just cash now. It's like, it's almost frowned, like, for obvious reasons.
And then also, that's a lot of money to carry around. Like, how are you toting that stuff around?
I mean, you can realistically bring around, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 with a big purse.
Okay, no, but I'm talking about millions.
Yeah, no. I think she was just spent, like, over months was, like,
Oh,
nickel and diming it.
okay, as opposed to, like, wiping it all out at once.
Right,
and
her on
running.
the run now, yeah, I don't think she's running around with 1.5. That would be a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot.
Finding him could take months or longer. What officers don't yet realize is that Craig's body has been hidden in plain sight the entire time.
Yes, you told
He's
us
just
that.
taxidermied on the wall. And
As the search continues,
Wait,
a
Bad
detective
joke.
back
Sorry,
at the police
nothing.
station gets a call from someone all too familiar with Dena, her daughter,
Oh, yeah.
Leslie. The last time the detective spoke with Leslie, she revealed startling allegations about her mother's behavior during the time they lived together. This time, however, Leslie has critical information to share. Details she and her siblings supposedly knew for a while, but she's the one who finally decided to talk.
Randy, it's Lizzie, and I have Leslie on the line.
Leslie-
So I told her that I had kind of filled you in, but I was going to let you ask her any questions you might have.
Okay. Hi, Leslie. How are you this morning?
Oh, you know.
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Well, good. So, Leslie, can you tell me what your mom told you?
It was just like everyone was being so weird, and I knew something was going on, but nobody would tell me anything. Well, long story short, she said she was gonna, and then she came to see me one last time, and she wanted to see my son, her grandson, one last time, and then she told me what happened.
What did she tell you happened?
That Craig pushed her down the stairs, and she shot him, and he fell into the pool room. She left him laying there on the floor for like a day, 2 days and a half, and then she wrapped him up, I don't know, rug, plastic wrap and stuff, and then they tied that up with a tractor. And they moved him with the tractor to the carport. And there's 2 carports over there, and I kind of have the feeling that he's probably in the one by the bunkhouse where he used to park, like underneath the tractor, or like something parked on top of him. Like it might be like they might have dug like a little hole or something. It's like a hidden in plain sight type of thing.
So, why do you think your mom called you?
Well, I was the last one to find out. My other siblings had already known for a long time.
What?
She said she wanted to like unburden herself. All my siblings and everybody was like acting so weird. Then my sister was crying and everything, and she asked me to come to her house to see her. So I went to her house, and then after I got back from there, like everyone cut contact off with me.
All right, so maybe there was
Because
a
you were the
bunch
one that
of-
was going to speak?
Yeah, maybe there was a bunch of family members in on it, or like that knew about it after the fact. It sounded like she said they moved the body, so she had help. There's some sort of laws protecting immediate blood family, I think, where like I could be wrong. I could be totally naive here, but like at least in a court of law, I feel like you're not obligated by law to testify against an immediate family member.
I think that's only spousal. There's like some spousal
I'm just not sure how that works.
Marital law.
But now, like in hindsight, can they go after all of the family that were corroborated with her?
Yeah.
After the fact and nail all of them too, even though it's her. I guess I would think you could. I don't want to look it up right now, but I do think there is some sort of law that does protect certain in a court of law. Some
I
like
think it's just
testimony.
married couples.
Is it just married couples?
Mm-hmm. We can look into that later.
Just like that, Leslie seemingly cracks the case, giving investigators the breakthrough they've been looking for. The deputies back at the residence are informed that Craig's body is hidden on the property. Based on Leslie's tip, they move to conduct a thorough search of the detached metal carport west of the house, where investigators will discover that the truth has been hidden in plain sight all along. In the carport, next to the tractor, officers spot a large pile of cardboard boxes, rugs, soil bags, and other items stacked to hide something underneath.
Is he not even in the ground?
They clear the pile.
Don't
Black plastic sheets become visible, and inside, they discover a human body concealed beneath materials to hide the foul odor. After transporting the body for an autopsy,
he wasn't even buried.
Doctors estimate it has been
She was gonna,
deceased
though.
for weeks to months, consistent with a January killing. 3 or 4 gunshot wounds are found on the left side, including one through the heart, classifying the death as homicide. After using fingerprints, the body is positively identified as Craig Thatford.
Rest in peace,
With
Craig.
this tragic discovery, an arrest warrant is officially issued for Dena, and multiple units in both New Mexico and Texas are informed to be on the lookout for her. A few hours into the search, officers in Texas receive information from Dena's mother, Mary. She tells them that Dena is at Red River Hospital. Officers quickly arrive at the hospital where they find Dena alive and unharmed. She's taken into custody without incident. As she's transported to the station for questioning, Dena remains calm and cordial, almost as if she's been expecting this moment for months. Detective Curtis now has a body and what she believes enough evidence to pursue homicide charges. But there's one final question she doesn't have an answer to yet. Why was Craig truly killed?
William Lindowski, with the District Attorney's Office out of New Mexico.
Sorry. I'm Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office. So, I'm sure you understand why we're all here?
Yes.
Did you get a copy of your arrest warrant
No,
yesterday?
I haven't gotten
when
a
you were
copy
picked
yet.
up? Okay.
Anything by anybody, anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to need a lawyer.
Okay.
And that's as far as I want to go.
Okay.
This is my plan because I don't know any better, any other way.
I mean, not to give her credit, but kudos to her being the first person on these cameras to just shut the up and get a lawyer before she talks for like an hour.
Yeah.
Everyone else
has waited,
spilling their guts,
like sometimes more than a day.
Yeah, like if you like that is, I would imagine that's always going to be the best move. Is like you are not obligated to say
first.
Unfortunately, they don't let me get very close.
As fate would have it, Detective Curtis won't get the answer she hoped for, as Dena invokes her right to a lawyer, effectively ending the interview. Following this, Dena is booked into jail without bond for first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. And while the why of Craig's death remains unanswered, the investigation continues. In the following weeks, detectives and prosecutors gather their evidence and build a classic circumstantial homicide case, alleging Dena intentionally shot Craig multiple times inside the house, moved and hid his body, lied repeatedly about his whereabouts, and looted shared assets. Prosecutors believe what they have will lead to a conviction, with the main open question being whether the jury finds first-degree murder or a lesser homicide charge. As of March 2026, Dena Thatford's case is still in the pre-trial phase, and she remains innocent until proven guilty in court. She faces life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years if convicted of first-degree murder, or 18 years if convicted of second-degree murder, plus additional time for the tampering charge.
No man walks away from his mountain home retreat. He especially doesn't leave his cash guns, ATVs, and tractors behind. That's facts. I mean, that's why I was like, I mean, it's not the neighbor's responsibility to really press the issue,
right?
Or his family, but the most unusual thing to me, I get. The unusual thing was how long it took before it really
Yeah.
started to get the wheels of the investigation turning. But the other piece of that is clearly the wife was placating everyone around by, fabricating stories to the point where it was like, yeah, if you had a relationship with them, it's like you kind of want to give them the benefit of the doubt and trust them. If your neighbor,
Sure.
your wife's telling you something, oh my God, Craig's cheating on you. He left to Mexico with a wife. So I can see how that could go on for a couple of months before it starts to be like, all right, the dude doesn't just drop
It's
off the
been
face
4
of the
months
planet.
now.
Let's, you know what I mean? So I guess I could see that. She clearly had a history of abuse, and it is interesting to see how her demeanor is so like polite and, and then there is just a devil that lives inside of her that, like I said, sometimes comes out after a couple too many cocktails, maybe. I don't know, but whether she gets first or second, there's no way she's not at least getting second-degree murder, which is going to end up basically life in prison because you're 60 or whatever in 18 years, whatever it is.
I'd be curious to see the follow-up on that, just like what the jury finds.
I'd like to see I would like to see how the case resolves, so I'll kind of put that one in the to check back in folder for later. But I will say, that was interesting, and Dr. Insanity always does a great job, and I'm so glad it wasn't around children like the last one we watched, because that
was too heavy.
Yeah, as dark as it is, anytime someone gets killed or there's murder, it's so much easier to digest when it's a couple of old birds in the mountains.
It's still very sad. Stop it.
I'm sorry, God, that felt like light work. I'll tell you what, light work compared to last week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Even though it's still sad.
Yeah, of course it is,
and for him.
but light work. Sorry, I can't help myself. That's not funny. It's not a laughing matter.
It's not funny. This is wrong segment.
Yes, the only funny thing is, no, there's nothing funny, but we do appreciate you guys being here with us as always in these videos that are a little bit longer, and we get to sit on this couch and digest some of this stuff alongside of you. And what a treat that is. So let us know in the comments what you thought of this case, and if you have any recommendations for the future Crime Time episodes. We appreciate your time. See you soon. Peace.